let's get into Dino Charge and Dino Supercharge. Like I mentioned before, this is a huge step up from the previous series, that being Samurai and Megaforce, and especially Megaforce. Whereas in Megaforce, the main story was just anniversary season. In Dino Charge, it's all about the inner gems. No matter what, the story is about the inner gems and how the Rangers are trying to keep it safe from Sledge, who's trying to get the inner gems. And there are so many side stories, but it still wraps around the inner gems no matter what. The villains and the heroes are definitely a huge step up. Where in Megaforce, we basically got multiple villains and multiple villain factions. And here, for the most part, it was always Sledge and his crew. Sure, later on we got the introduction of Arcanon, but still, no matter what, it intertwined with Sledge. He was essentially a bounty hunter who was on the hunt for the inner gems. Sledge is a goofy villain and I appreciate him for it, but he's also a deadly villain at that. He's not your standard run-of-the-mill goofy villain who gets knocked on his butt almost every episode. I mean, even in his final moments when the Rangers went back in time, he still held up on his end, even defeating Tyler and his battleizer. And then when we're looking at the heroes, this is some of the best character writing in Power Rangers, I would say. Especially when you're looking at characters like Koda. Each of the main 6 Rangers have their own identity and have their own character, whereas a lot of Power Rangers series, a lot of the Rangers just kind of fall in line with the stereotypical Ranger tropes. Now sure, you can apply some of that in Dino Charge, I'm definitely not saying you can't. But when you're looking at Power Rangers, the franchise overall, in the terms of writing when it comes to characters and especially Rangers, Dino Charge is definitely one of the better seasons. Though overall, I understand why people say Dino Supercharge brings it down, because even though there are some great character episodes, there are some that don't even add or contribute to the main story. Honestly, if you would have just did about 10 or 12 additional episodes and just added to Dino Charge, it would have been fine, but we all know the reason why it switched into 2 seasons, because of the Nickelodeon meddling. And Dino Charge had the unfortunate task of basically trying to write 10 different Rangers. Now as far as the main 6 go, they did fine, it's your traditional Power Ranger season. But besides that, after those, it starts to get shoddy. Kendall's a good character and a good Ranger, but we rarely see her as a Ranger, we see her more as just standard Kendall. I enjoy Prince Philip, but he's barely there. Talking about barely there, let's look at Tyler's father. After his introduction, he basically just makes cameo appearances. And again, with Zenowing, he's on screen for a very short time, and I think he's introduced only within the last 10 episodes. Overall, Dino Charge and Dino Supercharge is a fun series, but just like any other Power Ranger series, it has its ups and downs. On to Ninja Steel and Super Ninja Steel.